Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rush gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power and power. Money and powder and power. Money and powder and power.
That paper, yeah, I gotta stack that. Them diamonds keep blinking, we might have to jack that. Now boy, when that blicky come out, you get clapbacks. Draw down with a little joint, I'm at you like pat. Come back when them candles out round your block and kick that. Come back when your funeral in progress and hit that. Hit your back to back, your bitch ass won't even hit back. Yeah, we splashing in fashion. Nigga, you could drink the drip, catch you slipping, we sliding. Your niggas on some different shit, we hit the lick, we with the shit. Shh. When you get hit, quiet down. No need for the talking, the fuck is that about?
Tougher than a Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rush gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power and power. Money and powder and power. Money and powder and power.
All right. We are here. I don't have claps. I just noticed that this don't have claps or none of the sound effects. But whatever, man. Welcome back to the Budget Cut podcast, brought to you by dopecontent.com and MT Darkness, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you follow him on Twitch. Make sure you follow him on Twitter if he still tweets.
Occasionally.
Right. Dopecontent.com. You follow on YouTube, follow on the website, dopecontent.com. We're trying a new platform here. We're actually using the actual real restream now. It's not letting me put my own music. I don't know if I like that song, so we're gonna just we'll figure out something as we go.
Something will make the rotation.
Something, because yeah, you know the generic music is trash. But let me see. Before we get started, there's a lot to talk about because we ain't talked in a while, almost a month. So how's your day going? How everything been? How you enjoying the premium live events or pay-per-views that you've seen since the last time we spoke? What are your thoughts?
So I've been good so far. What was the shows? What are some of the shows that we missed talking about on here? All In has happened. Since then, Dunk, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Yeah,
All In and the
All In, then All Out
pay-per-view.
Huh?
What was the WWE? Was it Payback? Yeah,
Payback happened. Yep. So what? We got 3 pay-per-views that we missed, but all together, I think all were pretty successful and all were pretty solid. I think we talked about it a little bit off chat, but I think as well that All Out was wrestling wise a better show than All In was. I like that a lot better. Which is kind of crazy because that was a week of no build for a show and it's still delivered. So I mean, kudos to them for that. But man, the only match that they really had announced was Omega and Takeshita, pretty much. High Score, how you doing?
Rob, shut up.
Rob.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was some good shows, and that cage match was the best match of the year according to Corey Graves.
Which cage match?
The Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. Yeah. He said at the end, he's just like, this is or Michael Cole said, this is a match of the year contender. I was like, all right.
It was a good match for Trish and Becky.
Yes.
But yeah, to sit there and say match of the year candidate overall, nah, it's not even in the top 5 right now. So
not any close.
Yeah,
not anywhere close.
I mean, it was a good match though. I give him that. It was a very good match. But yeah, Payback was what it was. I mean, Seth and Shinsuke didn't really. It was cool. I thought it'd be faster. I thought it'd be a faster match than what it was, but it was cool for what it was, I guess. No bloodline at all. Judgment Day won the titles. I do appreciate that.
That was dope.
So Grand Slam fan in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have any claps or nothing. That sucks. I'm a clapper and noise type of guy. I like noise, but we don't have that right now. What else happened? I don't remember much about Payback. Rhea versus what's her name? Raquel wasn't that great.
Yeah. I was gonna say they've had a lot better matches in NXT.
Yeah, their NXT matches is way better than the BS that they got there. So I'm trying to think of another All Out. I can't believe Kenny lost again, man. Kenny lost again to Kester, man. I was just like, wow, bro. I was shocked by that one. Rob said he ain't like how Nakamura attacked Rollins after the show. Facts. I guess I gotta pull up Raw and stuff, so when we do get to Raw, we can talk about it. I'm rusty, man. It's been a while. I have nothing pulled up right now. Hold on. Yeah. What else happened between there? CM Punk got fired. So, what are your thoughts about that?
Shoot. I was at so I was watching All Out with some people, and the majority of the people that I was with, they were not happy that Punk was gone. I was like the only one there that didn't have a problem with that.
In Chicago.
Yeah, in Chicago. Punk, I don't know, man. Punk was kind of a problem, bro. Like he just like came back. Things seemed to be good, but then just kind of revealed that he just had a negative attitude, and it's just like that type of mindset isn't beneficial to anybody in the back. And then like this company is still on its like hind legs. They're not still growing. They're growing, but I mean they're not like a beginner company anymore. But they're getting into like their intermediate like stages of being a good company, wrestling company. So they don't need all of these distractions of Punk fighting pretty much everybody now. You got into there was literally a clip of him saying, if you have a problem with Jack Perry, then there's something wrong with you. And now you're at backstage fighting Jack Perry. Like, come on. Like, yeah. Come on. Yeah, it's a wrap. I mean, like, it is what it is. Like, this Punk run was fun, but I was over it a while ago, so.
So does WWE sign him or not?
I don't think WWE should sign him. I think everybody should stay away from him. This guy just creates toxicity. He brings it into your company. I think we had a good run with Punk, and I think it was fun to see him one last time. And I think now he needs to focus on television because he's actually really good on that show Heels. So,
yeah. Oh, did you see the season finale?
Not yet. No.
Oh man, so, yeah, definitely watch the season finale, man, because it was crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
And just know you're gonna be mad because it's gonna take. They said it's gonna be up to 2 years before you see the next season.
Oh, this damn writer's strike, man. Good lord.
So,
gosh.
Yeah. This is getting on my nerves. But
is it the music?
Yes, it's getting on my nerves, bro. Like, give me something, man. Give me something to work with here. Restream, just something. But I think CM Punk. I don't want to see him go back to WWE, honestly. But I wouldn't be surprised if WWE go back and re-sign him just to be petty and throw a shot at AEW.
Okay.
I mean, just if you just look at it and say, oh, you know what? And plus it's WWE. They brought everybody back. Hulk Hogan came back. Ultimate Warrior came back. Bret Hart came back. Like, they brought everybody back. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did it just as a FU to AEW. Hey, yeah, we took one of your biggest stars, if not your biggest star at the time, because CM Punk, regardless of what people say about him, he was a draw for him. So, and he was bringing in money. The money don't lie. The numbers don't lie. So,
I mean, every time they went to the Chicago, it was a guaranteed sellout. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you reaching, Rob. And then you got Survivor Series in Chicago this year. Like it just lines up perfectly for this guy for whatever reason, right? So I don't want to see it happen. I'd rather them just move forward without CM Punk, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens at all. Actually, I think it's gonna happen. And maybe they'll do like a 6-month deal or a 1 year deal just to see how it works. And then if everything goes smoothly, they'll continue it or they'll re-sign them. That's what I think is gonna happen. So what else happened?
You said cuts. High Score said, would Punk go to the right to the main event if he went into WWE? Absolutely, he would.
He
would. Yeah, I think his first program would probably have to be what's his name, Roman. I think you'd have to put him up against Roman.
I don't know if that's the first program, but he'll be up there at the top. He might go against Seth.
Yeah, one of the two. He has to go for a major title.
So I think they'll put him on Raw, and then Cody's eventually go to SmackDown.
Which him versus Seth would actually be a decent program already, because Seth has gone in the past. He said that Punk was a cancer and that he shouldn't be in anybody's locker room. He himself has said that. So he's always had a negative mindset of having Punk back in wrestling. So I mean, that would already people would be blowing that up as soon as that match was announced. So yeah, that would be a good program. So
yeah, I think he goes back just cause everybody's talking about him. Like he'll go back just for that. And WWE is all about money. Speaking of budget cuts, this is the Budget Cut Podcast, so we have to talk about the people getting cut from the WWE. So Mace, Mansoor, Riddick Moss, or whatever, Madcap Moss was what he was known as by, Rick Boogs, Emma.
They got rid of Moss and Emma. They got rid of both of them.
They just got rid of both of them, yeah. Moss and Emma. I said Rick Boogs already.
Yep.
Dolph Ziggler.
That was probably the biggest one.
Shelton Benjamin, Mustafa Ali.
That was a bummer.
And then you got a whole bunch of NXT releases like Quincy Elliott, which I don't care none of that. So Dana Brooke got released as well. I think that's it. Aaliyah got released as well.
Riddle was released.
Oh yeah, he did come the next day. Yep. Riddle got released. Now that one's that kind of caught me off guard a little bit.
There's some stuff that was coming out about him at like an airport, but I guess he wasn't in the wrong about that. So somebody was using some what's it called? Some like slurs towards him. So he got upset. But I don't know why he would have got released like now.
You're right. So, he shouldn't have. No. I'm surprised that Cedric Alexander is still there. I'm happy for him because he still got a job. But who I wanted to see get released because they don't use him right at all is Tozawa.
Yes, Riddick Moss and Emma are married, high scoring. Yeah, Tozawa. I actually would have loved if he had gotten released.
I would have loved it for him because I watched NXT last week and I'm like, okay, Tozawa is back down there doing that tournament that they're doing, right? With the 2 different brackets. And I looked at his bracket and I saw that he's about to fight Nathan Frazier. So I was like, oh, Tozawa versus Nathan Frazier in the NXT environment, that's going to be, fire. They're going to let Tozawa be Tozawa. And Tozawa went down there and lost in a 4-minute match. And they showed the bracket, and the bracket showed that he was the only one on his side that hasn't won a match. So they just took him down there just to lose. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he said Akira getting that bag though. Yeah, I feel like feel like he's like their version of like what's his name? I feel like he's like R-Truth. Like I think Vince just likes him, and that's why he's probably there. Like that's the only reason why he keeps getting brought back for these matches and stuff like that. Like he's just in a comfortable position. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, but Dolph was in a comfortable position too. So why you let him go?
Because he's not he's old now. He's been there for too long. He was comfortable for too long. At some point, they got to get rid of these people.
Yeah, I mean, but look, a lot of people
say this about. Go ahead.
A lot of people are like, oh well, Dolph this, Dolph that. I don't normally do the whole. They should go to AEW. I would love to see Dolph versus Kenny, Dolph versus Adam Page, and etc. I would love to see Riddle versus Moxley. I would love to see Riddle versus Kenny. and I would love to see Riddle versus Adam Page. So if anybody go to AEW, I want to see Riddle over everybody that's got cut. Everybody that's been cut, go to AEW, because I think Riddle will have some fire matches with those guys over there, just based off of style. So Dolph, maybe, you know what? Maybe Dolph just decide, you know what, I want to take it easy. Let's go to Impact. Because I got Trinity there. You know, he's real good friends with Trinity. He's real good friends with a lot of the women over there in Impact. Really, Dolph is a ladies' man. And yeah, so I would love to see that, man. But none of these really shocked me. They brought Nia Jax back. So that's that. Nia Jax is back, but they couldn't Mustafa Ali, who's supposed to have a title match this weekend. So yeah. What you think about Nia Jax returning?
I was about to say, man, have you heard of, or have you been watching these Stevie Richards videos?
I just saw like a clip. I didn't even know he was making videos till like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I
saw he was mad at AEW.
AEW, yeah, because they took his video down. I watched a video he did about what's it called, Shane McMahon, at WrestleMania 38 or 39, and I thought that was interesting. But he did a video on Nia Jax's return, and uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. All right. But he did a video on Nia Jax's return, and yeah, I don't know. A lot of it I was not a fan of it. I also am not really big on Nia Jax. I don't know why they had to bring her back at this point. I feel like the rosters, I don't know. I feel like they're trying to bring somebody back to liven up the division, and I don't know if she was the right person to do that. Like, if she wins the title,
you got women there that you're not using.
Yeah, exactly.
Including Emma, who got fired. You brought Emma back. First of all, they told us from jump that Emma was going to be screwed when they brought her back in that surprise that they brought her back in that title match she lost. You remember that?
Say that one more time.
When they brought Emma back as a surprise for the open challenge on SmackDown, and she lost.
Yeah, and she lost, and then
they told us from day one that she was screwed coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And she won one match her whole time back. One total match. That's what she won. Rob, it's the same thing, bro. Yeah, Endeavor just owns WWE and UFC now. So, but Tony said, Get the Table said AEW is always taking content down and criticizing them. Facts. Make sure you follow Get the Tables if you haven't done so already.
Brian says, I can't wait to see CM Punk going back to the WWE. Well, yeah, we were talking about it earlier. It's definitely a possibility that could happen. So go ahead, Dope.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's just, I don't even remember what I was saying now because we started reading comments. So moving on. You got anything else on the people that's being fired, or if you want to see them go somewhere else? Mace, or anybody?
I would like to see Mustafa Ali go to I don't know, go somewhere and do something good. Maybe go to Impact, join the X division. Maybe go to New Japan and join the lightweight division or the junior heavyweight division, because he would thrive down there. Leo Rush has been doing so well as a junior heavyweight down there for them. So I don't know. I see a lot of positives for some of these people. Shelton Benjamin, I don't know what is next for him after this. Because what is he, in his late 40s now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, I'm glad that he got a final run in the WWE to get that like last final bag, but I don't know what he does. I don't know if he opens a school. I don't know if he still wrestles on the independent scene or what, but man, I don't know.
Get the Tables. If Riddle goes there, I think Riddle will be just fine. If Dolph goes there, I think Dolph will be getting the. I think Dolph will get the.
I think if Dolph goes there, they're gonna put him with his brother.
Yeah, see, I was just about to say Matt Hardy treatment. Yeah, I think if Dolph goes there, he's gonna be pushed good for a month or so, and then he's gonna go into the Matt Hardy, the Morrisons, and the Rusevs, which Rusev is up and down, but the Miros, and he's gonna be in that crowd. And what's his name, Andrade's, he's gonna be in that crowd after like the first month and a half. Dolph, I don't feel confident in Dolph having a good, strong run there. Aleister Black, I'm sorry, not Aleister Black. Riddle, though, I think Riddle will fit because he can match up with a lot of people. So, yeah.
I think having Riddle as your international champion would be a good idea.
Ethan, what's good on YouTube, man?
I think having anybody like oh man, because I don't know, like this run with Moxley was unfortunate, but like if you have a stamina horse like a Riddle or like a Roderick Strong, that title reign's gonna be nuts. Part of the reason why.
Well, Roderick Strong is not gonna get that title either, though.
I would love that though. Oh man. I would love that.
He's too busy faking injuries and yelling at him at the end of the show. So,
Dunk says that he was at All Out this year, and the Chicago crowd wasn't too bad about Punk. Anytime somebody tried to get CM Punk chants going, they were booed pretty quickly. Okay,
I did notice that they
didn't Tony Khan and go in front of the crowd. What was it called that Friday or Saturday?
Collision, yeah,
at Collision before. So yeah, I think that helped a lot too.
That video was funny because he'll sit down and then they start booing, and he'll stand up so quick and his eyes got big. I don't think anybody should be in trouble and feel the danger. Because like he was talking calm, and then once the crowd
guys,
I
understand why you're upset. I get it. I would be too if I were you.
Bruh, it was hilarious.
Dunk says Tony won them over at Collision for sure. Yeah, I think if Tony doesn't do that speech at Collision, I think he knew that too. If he didn't do that speech at Collision, then there would have been an issue. So I think that was smart on him to do that. So
I don't know, man. I feel like he should have waited until the next Wednesday. Honestly,
really?
You're in. That's risky, bruh. You're in Chicago, and you tell them right before the show, "Hey, I know you guys paid tickets for this weekend to see CM Punk, but he's not showing up on either show because I fired him."
Yeah. Hey, but look,
that's risky as hell, bruh.
But hey, look, Dunk was there, and look, it paid off apparently. You see, he's there saying people were shutting down the CM Punk chants.
That's because the matches was so good that you had to.
Yeah.
Like
that was another thing that I think that was another reason why All Out was so good. I think they were even more motivated to make that show good. Like that Miro, what was the Hobbs? That Miro's Hobbs match was insane.
That's the match that woke the crowd up because they was kind of dead.
Oh yeah. Oh
before
my
that.
God, yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Miro and Hobbs. After that, from that point on, the crowd was back to being the typical AEW crowd that we know. If y'all want to join the show, I'll put the link right there. Y'all know what it is here. I guess we're about to go ahead and get into Monday Night Raw. I'm trying to think of anything else that we might have missed over the last month that we haven't talked. Anything else you can think of?
No. I'm good.
Let's see. Pay-per-views, All Out, All In, Payback, Fired. Yeah, I think we hit all the stuff. So
damn.
Let's go ahead and move into Monday Night Raw. As you see here, we got Monday Night Raw. Let's get into it. We're not gonna waste your time today. So it started off Dominic Mysterio, of course, getting into a promo battle with Cody Rhodes at the beginning of the show, which led to a match. Cody Rhodes defeated Dominic Mysterio one-on-one. Kevin Owens questioned Cody Rhodes after the match for bringing Jey Uso to Raw. You know, basically was asking why. Have you noticed that every time Cody is about to explain why he brought Jey Uso to Raw, so he gets interrupted?
Yeah.
So
kind of crazy.
They still, to my knowledge, they still haven't told us why Cody brought Jey Uso to Raw. So, hold on. Somebody left a comment I missed. Adam, were you shocked Riddle got let go? I'm not shocked by anybody. This is a company that at one time, at the same time, fired Bray Wyatt, Aleister Black, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Braun Strowman, Buddy Murphy, and more at the same time. You think I'm gonna be shocked by anybody now? Oh, Ember Moon was part of that same list, by the way. Like, I'm not shocked by anything, especially when Riddle had problems going on outside the ring. But moving on, Kevin Owens basically making it known, I don't trust Jay, but for you, I'm gonna be nice. Moving on. Kofi Kingston defeated Ivar in a very good match. It was supposed to be a tag match, but Eric is injured or he's not medically cleared, whatever you want to call it. It's supposed to be the best 2 out of 3.
You know what? I'm not even upset that we didn't get the Viking Raiders and the New Day again. Good Lord. Thank God. So not thank God that he's hurt, guys, but I'm just saying thank God that we didn't have to see that tag match again. Good Lord.
But yeah, so but you know it's coming.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
They won't give up.
As long as you know.
As long
as you know. So Kofi Kingston defeated Ivar, but that match turned out to be way better than what I expected it to be. So shout out to Ivar and Kofi Kingston because they actually had the crowd up with him as well. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Ricochet via disqualification. Ricochet is not Ricochet, but Shinsuke is a kind of a funny deal, right? Because he exposed that Seth Rollins' back is injured and he knows the secret about it.
One of the best promos he's ever had in his entire WWE career. Yep.
Right. So they do the match at Payback. He loses, but he attacks him and hurts him again in the same back. So now you got Seth coming out 2 weeks for 2-3 weeks straight, calling Nakamura out, and Nakamura has just re-injured his back. But Nakamura is like, no, instead of me taking advantage of your back, I'm gonna just decline your offer to fight you for the championship, and I'm gonna just beat up Ricochet in the back for no reason. And then I'm gonna attack you again and hurt you again, Seth Rollins. And then I'm gonna decline another title match when I know you hurt. So it's like he's letting him heal just so he can fight and lose. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. But okay, just keep beating up Ricochet. Then Ricochet, again, he just can't seem to get away from Shinsuke this year. Because it was a triple threat thing with him, Shinsuke, and Bronson Reed. Now he's the third wheel in Shinsuke and Seth Rollins.
Oh, gosh.
So Ricochet just can't seem to get away from Shinsuke. But any thoughts on that?
Jesus, this is another match that I'm kind of been I'm bored of seeing so much. Because remember, Bronson Reed, Shinsuke, and Ricochet all had a thing going on before Money in the Bank. So now this is just happening again, and yeah, I don't care for it. And I don't know. I was interested in the Shinsuke Seth promo when it program when it started, but they're not going to give the title to Shinsuke, and this is just a filler program until Seth can get something underneath him. So, which probably I don't know until Survivor Series. So I'm just waiting for that program. I don't know what he's got going on in the Survivor Series, but we'll see.
Rob, if you're a heel, you're supposed to do all the dirty work, bruh. Baby faces fight people when they're healthy. Shinsuke is a heel, and it's stupid. It's titles and money on the line. That's why you take advantage of it. Why beat him down every week then if you don't want to take advantage of him being weak? Rob, now make that make sense. Then why beat him down every week then? But yeah, Shinsuke left the ring because he injured he injured Seth again, injured his back again after beating Ricochet via disqualification. Nia Jax come in and she attacks Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, who just returned.
Zoe Starks too. So that's my other thing too. It's like, so you just built up Zoe Starks to be like this big thing, and so why not work on that? That's a woman right there that'll give you great matches.
She's so cold.
Could be could be a great champion. Why are we working on a failed project? Nia Jax is not going to be a great entertaining champion. If she gets that title, it's not going to be a good reign.
But dog, you had Shayna Baszler beat she made Ronda tap, and Ronda went away.
Yeah.
And then instead of just continue that momentum, you put them in a tag team.
Broke everything. You destroyed all the momentum you had with all these women with one woman that it's just like, come on, dude. Oh, God.
Yeah, you put them in a tag team for whatever reason.
Ugh.
Like, whatever. Chelsea Green, she's getting her time on TV. I'm cool with it. Piper is getting her time. She's back. She was injured. It's something up with those tag titles, man. Because every time somebody gets those tag titles, somebody gets hurt or something happens. Right? They haven't even defended the titles. Like, has Chelsea Green defended the title since she got it?
I don't know. Did she do it with Piper?
No, Piper. Because as soon as Piper got the title, she was hurt, out for like 2-3 weeks, and then she came back. Piper.
No. Because Chelsea got the title with Sonya, and then Sonya got hurt, and then they completely took Sonya out of the history books and said that Chelsea won them with Piper. Did Piper get injured too?
Yeah, Piper. The week after she told Chelsea Green, "I'm your partner," she disappeared for 2 weeks.
Are you kidding me? Goodness.
Because she wasn't medically cleared.
Oh boy.
And then she came back this past Monday, and then they got in a tag match. They all got attacked by Nia Jax.
Okay, of course.
So, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just
love that.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Women's
division, baby. Hey.
And they just got so many of them just sitting there, just sitting in catering for no reason.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, I'm not gonna go down the list again because we did that the last time we was online. I went down the list. Where's such and such? Where's such and such? We had no answers, and we still don't have answers. It's starting to feel like the first season of the Budget Cut podcast when we used to get on here and just rant about WWE all the time. This is stupid. So,
all over again. Over again.
We just going backwards. Like Bronson Reed defeated Chad Gable. What are your thoughts on that? Come, I've been waiting on that one. I was waiting on that one.
Yeah, Chad Gable had we didn't talk about that, but that match with Gunther last week was fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Like that was, oh man, what a great way to crown yourself as the top Intercontinental Champion. You went out on a banger. That was nuts. Why are we not pushing Gable more? Why are we going backwards now? And why are we going backwards with Bronson Reed? Somebody that's another failed this is what this is turned into. This is turned into a show of just, we built all these people up, now let's break them down. It's like, I don't understand any of the booking situations happening on WWE right now. This is crazy. At least on Raw. I just don't understand it.
And this is a week after Chad Gable swore to God that he's going to take that title from Gunther. He said, I swear to God, I'm going to take this title from you and I'm going to make my daughter proud because she was crying.
She was crying in the front row.
I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to push he's buried mode, nothing like that yet. I think they realized Brunson really need a win, a big win. And they just gave it to Chad. They gave him Chad. And I feel like they are probably going to fight again tomorrow, and Chad's going to beat him. They're going to go back and forth, and then the winner between those two is going to end up fighting Gunther again. So, I'm not going to panic on Chad yet, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, beat him clean by himself, no help, no distraction. Mm-hmm. It was just, it's like, man, he just swore to God last week, but okay, big win for Brunson, I guess.
Yeah.
If you would have told me in 2023 that the NXT Women's Championship would be defended on Monday Night Raw, Becky Lynch is the champion, and then her first challenger is Natalya, I would have betted everything I own. You would have had all my shit right now. Because I would have been like, ain't no way in here in 2023 that Becky Lynch is on Monday Night Raw defending the NXT title versus Natalya. But it happened. The music hit, and I was just like, okay. According to Backstage and Sean Ross, Becky Lynch really wanted Tegan Nox.
So then what happened?
They said Tegan Nox was scrapped 10 minutes before the actual segment.
Fantastic.
So and then they put her on main event, and she lost the match on main event.
What? She got a match with Becky and still lost again?
No. They just put in another match, period, altogether on main event, and she lost.
That's great.
So,
Oh,
but Becky Lynch, according to multiple people, including Sean Ross, said backstage Becky Lynch wanted to do this open challenge, and she wanted people like Tegan Knox,
Younger
Emma, Emma, the people that weren't being used,
Mm.
Xia Li, and etc. And she said her first opponent, she wanted it to be Tegan Knox, and they scratched it last minute. And she ended up with Natalya, out of all people. Natalya, who's lost to Rhea Ripley in title matches at least 80 times this year.
Like so much times, dude. It didn't make any sense, bro. I don't. Oh gosh.
And I like Natalya, but come on, man. When that music hit, I was like, you got to be kidding me, bro. Out of all the women, Natalya, not for that title. And she comes out to cut a promo. You're robbing those NXT women of all their, opportunities. We're like, well, Natalya, you doing the same. Because you're getting title match after title match just to lose. And Becky kind of told her that too. So, yeah. Any thoughts on that match?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Oh gosh.
Man, I kind of feel bad for these two. Tommaso Ciampa cut a promo saying how he's going to go after the IC title and face, eventually find his way to Gunther. And then he took out Giovanni Vinci in a one-on-one match. And apparently nobody cared because it was the least rated Raw match of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, it got the lowest views of all time.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
This is football.
Those are two good competitors. Like,
no, this is just that time of year. I feel like this has been consistent too. Like every year, football just destroys wrestling. At this point, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
And they're doing 2 games now.
What, a night?
Yeah, they're doing ABC and ESPN now because of the writer's strike. But I don't know if it's going to change. I don't know if it's going to last the whole year because the strike just ended.
That explains that then, yeah. Because last year they were saying the same thing, and the year before that, it's like every year the numbers will hit a record low during football season. But now that there's 2 games on a Monday, fuck yeah, that would really stress things out for them.
Yeah. So.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, you should definitely not be putting Nia Jax on TV. What the hell are you thinking?
It seems like SummerSlam. It seems like between SummerSlam and Survivor Series is like their off season. Every year. It's like that's when they finally say, you know what, let's just kind of cruise control until Survivor Series, and then we pick it back up. Because every year around this time, we say the same thing. SummerSlam hit, and we're just like, yeah, this sucks. Yeah, this is basic. This is boring. So,
yeah, no,
maybe that's what they're doing. So, main event, Jey Uso lost to Drew McIntyre in a one-on-one match. Still don't really know why Jey Uso is on Raw. Still don't really know. They still ain't told us who got traded to SmackDown.
Yeah, that was a big thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, but whatever. We still don't know. But Jey is like literally fighting everybody that he attacked or helped Roman beat up. So he's on a, I don't know, forgiveness tour or revenge. I don't know what you want to call it with Jey Uso right now. But the crowd loves him. He's pretty much one of the faces of Raw. So yeah. I'm happy to see that. And I'm happy to see him doing something. Like what he's doing on Raw is way better than what's going on SmackDown right now with his brothers. Like,
it's kind of unfortunate.
They lost me at SummerSlam. I said it on the show. That was the first time I was pissed off. Let's see how they follow up. The follow-up has been ass. So
Roman's been fucking AWOL, dude. He hasn't been seen since.
At all. Speaking of being seen, I tweeted this. They said that World Heavyweight title was going to be the title that's defended on a weekly basis because you fans deserve somebody to defend the title on a weekly basis. It's been defended on Monday Night Raw one time since that title was made and handed over to Seth. So, yeah, you do see Seth on TV every week, but he ain't defending that title like he said he was.
Nope.
So, yeah, there's that. But and then Judgment Day tried to recruit Jey Uso. Jey Uso ended up, super kicking Priest off the apron. Then he super kicked Finn. They attacked Jey. Nobody would help Jey. And until Cody Rhodes ran out there. What's the storyline with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso?
I think this is just setting stuff up for Survivor Series. I think that's all it is. I think there's going to be... I think this is the Judgment Day program, probably. So I don't know what the Bloodline program is going to be, but I feel like Jay and Cody and Sammy and Kevin probably going to do something against the 4 members of Judgment Day. They're probably going to take JD and put them in there. And so that'll be your War Games match. So
I feel like you got to have multiple War Games matches because there's a lot of factions.
I feel that too, but I don't know if they'll do. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if they'll have a Bloodline War Games match. I think they'll probably just do a women's match, a men's match, and then maybe they'll have something with Roman.
That's if they do War Games again.
Oh, they have to.
They didn't announce it. Right now, it's just and a lot of old heads complain. We need a Survivor Series traditional match. They complained last year, which I get. If they did a regular traditional Survivor Series match somewhere in that card and main evented with War Games, that would have been perfect.
I would have liked that too. I think you could have absolutely have done both. That's for sure.
It's still Survivor Series. I don't blame them for thinking, you should really have a traditional Survivor Series match somewhere on the card. So, but I like War Games so much, it didn't really bother me either way. So, but we'll see what they do this year. That is Monday Night Raw. Your thoughts on the show?
I thought Raw was just okay. There was a lot of things that kind of bothered me, but it was just all right. So.
They're trying their best to build up Ciampa back, man. Where the hell is Johnny Gargano, bro?
Yeah, Ciampa's still looking. Once he finds out, then he'll let us know.
He's not even looking no more.
Oh, he stopped looking. Okay.
Yeah, he's back to cutting his regular old promo. So,
shit.
Candice LeRae, I thought those two would be, fired. Honestly, the way they not been used, I'm surprised Xia Li still has a job. Tegan Knox, I heard one report that she was fired, and then they was like, no, that's false. So, yeah. It's so many people just sitting around. Cedric Alexander, why you not sending him back to NXT, bruh? Like you doing everybody else that's not being used. Cedric Alexander will have fire matches.
Maybe being sent to NXT is not a good thing though, because Dalvin and
Cato was, he could go. Bye. Shanky could go. Yeah, they could go. I'm like Mason Mansoor, you wasn't finna use him.
I thought it was interesting that going back to, since we're talking about the releases again, I think it was interesting that Top Dollar was released, but not the rest of them. Yeah, he was the only one released from Hit Row.
Yeah,
and it's not like they're gonna use what's her name, B-Rab, and what's the other guys, Ashanti. It's not like they're gonna use them by themselves. Top Dollar was the talker of the group. So now that they're gone, I don't know what that means. I don't know why not just released all of them. That kind of makes no sense to me.
Brad, I don't even know what to say about that. Apparently, he got a bad attitude in the locker room.
That part, that has been.
So apparently, that's what they say. He said they seen a suicide attempt to call it a day. Hey, but that's you're not even using them. And then anyway, because I don't want to vent today. Like anytime they was used, it was to put somebody over, like LA Knight or Bray Wyatt. They just cut a promo, and whoever's hot at the time, they just had him attack Hit Row. Like this. Anyway, let's move on because I felt a rant coming. So let's move on to NXT, and we get a rundown of that. Becky Lynch comes out, cut a promo. She thought she was a rapper or something. She was dropping bars, I guess. I don't know what the hell Becky Lynch was talking about.
Oh, Rob, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea, actually. Steven said the only one that bothered me was Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, that was crazy. But Grand Slam champion, you just fired him. But Bobby Roode is still on the roster. Yeah, it's just amazing. Becky Lynch comes out, cut a promo. She's rhyming, didn't make sense. Tiffany Stratton comes out, was like, I'm getting my rematch at No Mercy. Long story short, the rematch is set up at No Mercy between Tiffany Stratton and Becky Lynch. Butch, why is he still Butch and not?
I don't know.
Okay.
For the when I'll tell you something though. When I saw this match though, I for a split second in my mind, I was just like, I was like, oh man, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate again. I was like, oh shit, wait a second, hold on a second. I was like, no, that's not Pete Dunne.
It's not. It's not.
Oh man.
But yeah, Butch and Tyler Bate. That's still a good match though. They had a fire match to open up the show with Butch getting the win over Tyler Bate. Duke Hudson defeated Joe Coffey. So now it looks like it's going to be a triple threat match with Duke, Joe. Hold on, let me see. I'm missing somebody. It's a 3-way tie in Group B.
So, how do you feel? Because I watch a lot of I've seen a couple G1s by this point from New Japan, and this is pretty much adopting this style of a tournament. So, how do you feel watching a tournament like this? Do you like it? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's cool because it's giving you different matchups every week, but they kind of kill my vibe with Tozawa losing every match. And like, he's not even coming out the same. Like, normally he come out and have like a little smile or whatever, but now he's coming out like, yeah, I'm about to lose in 4 minutes, whatever. Like, just let the people wrestle, man. Just let them put on a good show at least. You know what I'm saying? But it's whatever, man. Whatever. I'm not gonna rant. Roxanne Perez defeated Lola Vice in a one-on-one match. Lola Vice, her first match in NXT, and she low-key had the crowd turning.
Goodness gracious, this girl is a great technical wrestler.
She got the MMA background.
So good, so good.
Yeah, she got the MMA background, so she went at it with Roxanne, and the crowd low-key was turning on Roxanne Perez because they was, feeling Lola. So we'll see what comes of that. What the hell is this music, bro? Ain't even like what chords are you playing,
man. Restream is killing us right now, guys. Good lord.
Yeah. But moving on, Carmelo Hayes took on Dominic Mysterio, and it ended in a no contest, of course. So what you think about that?
I'm fine with it because what's his name? Carmelo
Dragunov.
So,
Carmelo, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that man, that is gonna be another interesting matchup between Dragunov and Carmelo. It's gonna be a good one. So is No Mercy an actual pay-per-view? Is that gonna be a
Saturday?
Okay, so it's gonna Oh, this Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait.
Saturday.
Wait a second.
Oh, when is the 30th? Is that Saturday? The 30th is Saturday, right?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this week, so Saturday is No Mercy. Then Sunday is going to be AEW's Wrestle Dream pay-per-view. So we've got 2 pay-per-views back-to-back again. Good Lord.
And I'm going to be in North Carolina, so I'm going to just take my Fire Stick with me.
Oh, man.
So, because I have a gig and I'm flying out. I'm mad, too, because I thought we was flying out Friday. I found out just yesterday that we're flying out Thursday. And I'm like, bro, I took off work for Friday, not Thursday. So that's going to be some issues. But we flying out Thursday. And then we play Friday and Saturday and we come back Sunday. So, and then I told them I'm taking a break because I'm like, I ain't seen my kids all month because I've been working every day.
Yeah. So
I'm like, I'm taking a break. So they had me scheduled for the first 2 weekends in October after this. And I was like, take me off. So my son called me last night while I was on drums, and I was like, look, I'm on drums. So moving on, Joe Coffey defeated Nathan Frazier, Duke Hudson. Wait, did I read that right? Oh, it was triple threat match. It was the same night. So Joe Coffey defeated Nathan Frazier and Duke Hudson to move on. I don't know why I don't remember that match. I watched NXT. I just don't remember that match. Becky Lynch, after getting attacked by Laura Valkyria and Kiana James, I'm sorry, getting attacked by Kiana James and Tiffany Stratton earlier.
I was gonna say one of the baddest girls on that roster right now. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Oh man.
She found a partner because she was gonna go 2-on-1 versus these ladies, and then Roxanne was like, "Let me tag with you," and Becky was like, "No, you just had a match. Don't hurt yourself." Valkyria was like, "I'll tag with you," so they ended up tagging together. They defeated Kiana James and Tiffany Stratton, and then Becky got attacked at the end by Tiffany Stratton and
thirsty ass Rob, get out of here. Go drink some water. Then come back.
Yeah, like Rob. Let's just put that up there so when your new comments show up, it'll stay there. I think the budget cuts were good for business, less filler matches. Dude, you see the same 8 people on every show anyway. What filler matches? The people that got cut wasn't on TV. So it didn't change nothing. You see the same people. Raw's gonna have Judgment Day segments 4 times of a show. Anyway, I'm not random today.
It's not random. T-shirts coming out soon.
Yeah, not random. Nope. But because that's gonna lead me to the same people on taking over the same shows. Because that's all we've been seeing is the same exact people doing the same matches and the same backstage segments for the last month and a half. So, yeah. But Becky Lynch got attacked by Kiana James and, and what's her name? Tiffany Stratton. That's how the show ended. So that's NXT for you. What you think?
NXT was solid actually. A good night of wrestling. I love that they're doing this tournament. So I think it's something different, and I think they can get away with it too because they do have a lot of different talent. So I like this. So. And it's not something that you can do on Raw or SmackDown. So I like this. So
NXT has been their best show, low key.
I was gonna say the only thing I didn't care for was the what is it called? Which I actually, I take that back too because I was saying before, I didn't really have a problem because Carmelo didn't lose, and I think Dom right now as a champion is fantastic down there. So
he slapped the hell out of Dragunov.
Oh yeah.
Golly. So,
but yeah, no, the NXT was good.
Yeah, it's probably been their best show since SummerSlam, consistently across the board. I like that they're trickling down, these stars, mixing them in and bringing some of them up to the main rosters. I love that feel to it. That's what I always pictured NXT. It's what NXT should have been anyway from jump, in my opinion. Just mixing in the young talent with the older talent. Because first of all, Becky, after that Trish feud, she had nothing else to do. Tiffany Stratton, they clearly had nothing for her because she won the belt and she was just sitting there. So look at Rob. Oh, see, I guess he didn't went to Google or something. But there you go, Rob. He said I'm watching NXT every single time. Did Dark freeze? I think Dark froze. And there he go. Look, it's his turn because we doing AEW next. He got to come back. Yeah, he got to come back because we doing AEW. That's his rundown. It's not my rundown. I don't even want to pull it up right now. Let me know if he's still on, Rob, because I don't want to. His stream crashed. He said he restarting his internet. Dang, I might have to start AEW there. I might have to start AEW. Dang it. I didn't got so used to him doing the rundown. I don't even want to do it no more. If you want to join the show, click the link right there and it'll bring you right on. Let me see what this say. I think it's kind of good that the writer's strike is happening in Hollywood now. Well, that's the thing. The writer's strike actually just ended. So get ready to say goodbye to Cena and The Rock. Cause yeah. Get ready to say goodbye even though Cena signed the contract, so Cena's gonna be around for what? I think he got 6 more weeks that he's gonna be around for. So, but after that, yeah, just say goodbye. Just say goodbye because it's over. It's over. So yeah, we're trying this restream. Look, I'm still trying to watch SmackDown too. Hold on. I ain't finished SmackDown. I'm at the very end of SmackDown. And I'm trying to stall until Dark get up here. Matter of fact, I know what I need to do. Y'all here, I meant to post this, but Dave LaGreca went on a rant about The Rock coming back. Well, he went on a rant about The Rock, what he said on the Pat McAfee show about him. It was supposed to be a lock for WrestleMania 39. All right, appreciate you coming through. Oh, goodbye, Cena and The Rock. But now some of these storylines are getting out of hand. Facts. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this video up, man, because I really want y'all to see this. Since Dark is gone, hopefully they got it still. Let's see. Let me see if they got it. I don't think they have it. Ah, that sucks. Dang, let me see. Oh, we didn't talk about the PWI top 500 either. It sound like a porn. So I might be going back just to put my music back on. We might be going back to Melon, bro. Nah, it's not something he's supposed to announce, Rob. That's the thing. Is he still restarting the internet, or is he? You say the Shield is top 3. I'm trying to. Okay, we might not. I wonder if I got to send the link back to him, or if his internet is still trying to restart. I'm trying to pause because this is his segment coming up. That's the only reason I'm stalling right now. I don't like doing nobody else's segment. So let's see. I'll go ahead and put the AEW background up there so people can know. I think we're back. Let's see.
Hey,
there we go. He's back.
Let me talk to you.
You know what we forgot about?
What's that?
The PWI.
Oh yes, the Shield, top 3.
Yeah, the Shield top 3. I was trying to find this video. I got to see what it is first, though, because they really had an argument on Busted Open about it.
The only thing that I would argue is I feel like, and this is my whole thing with these lists too, it's that they're taking into account the year before, not this current year. Like it always falls into the middle of the year, so people get confused.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because this going into this year, going to the end of this year, Will Ospreay has easily had the best year of any wrestler that I've watched. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what were like I don't know, like, because Seth was really feuding a lot with what's it called, Cody, back then, right?
Yeah.
I would say like a majority of his matches were with Cody. He had that feud with Riddle.
Wait, where the hell did we go? We not on the screen no more?
Nope, can't see it.
There we go. No, there we were.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, Rob, because I wanted to play this video. Since we didn't talk about it, I just let them fuss about it, and we kind of discussed this.
Other things, though.
Give me some criteria, David.
I'm going to give you some criteria.
Here go the criteria.
Bully doesn't like criteria because it didn't come from a wrestler.
Right. Candice Cordelia never took a bump. Al Castle never took a bump.
They're journalists. They're people who cover.
Please stop,
What?
journalists.
Let me ask you something, bully. All right. Did Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert make movies or act? No.
They
was
suck
their
too.
job. They were awesome at what they did. You're such
No, they
a
weren't. I didn't
I
go see a movie. I never went to go see a movie.
I was going to say I never went or did not go to a movie based on those two guys' recommendations.
All right, but Candice Cordelia and like Al Castle isn't. They're not telling you
I'm
not to
not
watch
saying
wrestling
bad
or
things
don't see a
about them.
match.
One of those criterias that you said actually bothered me as well. So continue. Give me this criteria.
This criteria sucks.
You need to have a criteria, and this is fine. Okay.
Why are you starting
Stop
to
being
talk
all right
in an English accent? You need a criteria, sir.
Come on. Listen. This is
Your
the
inner
criteria
Alfred
for
Hayes
PWI.
just busted out.
Sugar daddy.
Exactly.
Win-loss record.
Okay. I'm high up on
Championship.
Win-loss record.
I'm high up on the win-loss record.
Can I say the criteria without being interrupted by anybody?
I gotta rebuke my fat friend over there. Continue.
Win-loss record.
Mm-hmm.
Championships won.
It's debunk, not debuke.
I was thinking of where I'm wrestling 2 Saturdays from now.
Des Moines?
Dubuque.
All right, silence. Win-loss record, championships won, quality of competition, major feuds, prominence within a wrestler's promotion, and overall wrestling ability. And the window is from July 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2023.
What do either one of those two know about overall wrestling ability?
It's a
good question.
If you are watching a quarterback as a viewer, as a fan, you can make that judgment. Maybe they interviewed people in the know. Maybe they had conversations with people in the know. They do their homework. They take this.
Oh, now you were on a report on speculation.
Dave, hang on 1 second. As you know, and I tell every independent wrestler
Rob.
or people who are within NXT, they all should watch the TV show called Hard Knocks, because you're constantly being judged, you're constantly being critiqued, and you're fighting for a job and opportunity. They did this thing, and Dave, I know football. You know football. Hell, you cover.
They cut this short,
NFL,
but they argued for about an hour.
They had
this episode
a class
about this
where they were asking.
This is only like
quarterbacks
8-10 minutes.
What were they doing? Play action, or were they doing pass?
Mm-hmm.
And the room was getting it wrong because of how good Aaron Rodgers was at hiding the ball. And then the other guy, the backup, Zach Wilson, was like, well, he's holding the seams here. It's going to be a run. And I was like, oh my God, I know nothing about football. So when you talk about criteria, when you talk about other people judging or going against athletes, these are how Bully and I and every other wrestler would take that.
But
number one,
okay.
Going based upon this criteria, I can't.
You just got shushed.
It would be okay. Most wins, and if I'm including independent wrestling and I'm including before he got hurt, Josh Alexander should be at least in the top 3 because he was seen on television. He was the most, and I'm not saying this because of my ties with Impact. I'm talking about this criteria. Josh Alexander will be lucky if he breaks the top 10.
You don't know that.
I'm hoping he is, but I'm just going off of this criteria. If we're talking Roman Reigns from that time, probably hasn't had a lot of matches.
Ain't had a lot of matches. Yeah.
Cody was injured for a lot of that. Seth Rollins was not injured, delivered all the time, but was injured. What? MJF, you're champion for a long time,
Back
but
injury.
Pretty much wrestles, if that, once a week, but not really. Cody, like I said, injured. So I don't. I would say because then it's a business to sell magazines.
Would you
It's
put
gonna-
Matt Cardona?
Like,
Would you put Matt
pick
Cardona
pick
high?
somebody,
Because you
Tommy.
talk
I
about
would say between. I was gonna say that, but then if I have to
Look
go
at
by
Bully.
this criteria
Bully's
of
done.
quality, I mean, I work more shows than Matt Cardona. But then it would be like, well, quality plus you're a 52-year-old wrestler. If I'm going about, and I always will say the business, who's going to look best about selling magazines, Cody or MJF? That's it.
I don't think that's
Who drew the most money? Who put the most asses in seats? And who's
But
going to
that's
sell
your-
the
that's
most
fully-
magazines?
No,
Boom,
I'm talking. I'm
done,
trying to go
see ya.
facts.
Bye.
But Tommy, hold on a second. See, that's what aggravates me about Bully. He's so cynical. This is an enjoyable thing. This is fun for fans. He likes to piss on the fun. Am I wrong? He whips it out and pisses on the fun.
Hang on.
Nobody likes
Speaking of
this
fun, Paul would like to say
Yeah,
something.
I just want to point out. I'm
Who the
sorry.
hell is this
I
guy?
just want to point out. We've asked the question now, Tommy. Who is number one for you on the PWI 500 for the last 20 minutes? And in 20 minutes,
Nothing.
we've finally gotten our answer. The answer is, according to Tommy, either Bully's choice of Cody Rhodes or Dave's choice of MJF. Not one or the other, either, which is not an answer. Just pointing it out.
And really quick, Paul, thank you for that. And hopefully we'll get one by the end
I
of the
just
show.
gave you my answer. There is no answer because
There's no
that is.
answer.
I'm
His answer is
trying
there's
to
no
go.
answer. So, and Tommy Dreamer's issue of the PWI 500, there would be no number one. Everybody would be equal. There would just
No,
There would,
I
there'd
don't
be
know.
a picture of all the fans on the cover.
No, I would
What
go.
Tommy Dreamer, bro? They're
who
bullying the
had
hell
the-
out of him
who
right now,
fit this
bro.
criteria the best.
Bro, if you hear
Yo.
the
Just like I use my Patrick Mahomes.
If you
who
hear
had
the show,
most
though,
wins?
So frustrating.
he wouldn't give an answer, bro.
So frustrating. All right, really quick, Tommy, before we go to the break, and maybe we'll have an answer from you.
I already gave my answer.
So, you talked about the criteria. You didn't give it. No answer is not an answer. That you would fail if there was a test and you were asked questions and your answers was no answer. You would fail the test.
I would fill in D, all of the above.
Oh my god.
All right, listen.
Yes.
You talked about and Bully. I want you to listen to this too because
I just want to see the part
you
where
know,
Tommy got
again,
mad
you
at
have
Dave.
your opinions and you're so strong.
Hopefully that's in this
Sometimes there's
video.
wax in yours. Hold on. You were
I
talking
have
about
very
the
clean
I've
ears.
never heard Tommy get mad
You
on
were
the radio.
talking about the NFL,
Mhm.
the draft. Who's making the choices about who's getting picked? It's not the players. It's not the people who run on the field. It's the coaches. It's the scouts. And the majority of coaches and scouts have never played the game of football on that high of a level. But yet they're the ones that are choosing who's going to be their next players for the upcoming season. Those are the people who are deciding what players are going to be cut.
Who do you agree
and
with
what
so
players are
far?
going to be starters. They're not the players. They're the coaches and scouts and
well, I
general
can't
managers.
agree with,
and again, the
Dreamer,
majority
because
of
Dreamer
those
hasn't really said
people
much of anything.
never played NFL football.
Yeah, but they also go by stats and numbers. Who can run the fastest? Who can?
I don't know.
jump the
I feel like
highest?
I agree with
And that's tangible.
what's his name? Not
With Dave?
so much, Dave, because all Dave is doing is outlining what the rules are for the PWI list
And-
altogether.
And he's
And I don't really
he's defending that the fans can, you don't have to wrestle to be able to determine these, these factors. And Bully's like, well, if you ain't taking the bump, and Tommy is like, if you ain't taking the bump, how you gonna determine what a quality wrestler is?
Mm.
So that's what they're
Well,
arguing
assets.
about.
If you're honestly going by this, Tommy Dreamer should be at least in the top 15. He wrestles the most. He probably wins the most.
Knew that would eventually come out.
I'm talking about stupid criteria.
You can't- you-
Wait a second. I'm sorry, Bully. How would you be in the top 15? You didn't win a major championship. You didn't have a high.
I have a
Whoa.
championship right now. I have
You
one.
didn't-
Keyword
it wasn't in the
major.
window.
Major.
It wasn't in the window.
You represent
I won a lot of
everybody who
indie
lives in their
titles.
mother's basement.
I won a lot of indie titles. Match wise.
Quality of competition. You
Oh,
beat
see,
Joe
that's why I
Blow.
say quality of
Joe
competition.
Blow.
How can Al Castle and Candice Cordelia have a modicum of credibility when it comes to quality of an opponent or wrestling ability? They know
That's
of
fine.
neither.
Yes, they do.
No,
What
they
was
know
that
nothing.
word?
Wrong. You're wrong because here in this instance, they're actually using numbers to back
That's
up
what I
their-
said. I want to hear.
Not on those two pieces of criteria. If they're going one loss record, amount of championships, yes, then I understand how they have hard numbers to go by. I agree with you. But they know absolutely diddly squat about quality of opponents
But they're
and
not the ones
overall
making the
wrestling
decision.
ability. They
This is
know
the-
zero, nil, nothing, not a
There's
zilch.
there's a large group of people that make this. It's not just Al Castle and Candice Cordelia. They are going to be
and that large
boys
group of people
come on
does
our
not
show.
include one credible vote when it comes to being in a wrestling ring. So if you told me that that large group of people included Dreamer, then okay, I'd be like, okay, because Tommy can lend credibility to that aspect of the vote when it comes to voting.
And again, when decisions are made in the NFL, all right, here's the other thing. All right, since we're on the topic, Tommy, you're big on the Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame, right? The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio.
This is a bad example.
Who's making the decisions on who's going into the Hall of Fame?
Because T.O. should have been in.
It's writers.
Early.
It's the writers, it's the beat writers from every team that come together and decide who's going into the Hall of Fame. It's not players, it's not coaches, it's not general managers,
They
it's
base
writers.
it off of stats. And yes, there is some favoritism, but they base it. I'm not against
if you go by stats, Joe Namath
going
would not be in the
against-
Hall of Fame. If you
I'm
look at Joe
going-
Namath's stats and you look at his percentages, his touchdown and incompletions and interception ratio, he should not be in the Hall of Fame, but he is, and he deserves to be. You guys are
football.
So, yeah, he yells and say you guys are
should not be in
wrong.
the Hall of Fame,
They
but he is.
didn't get to the
and
part
he
that I thought they was
deserves
going to get
be.
to. So
You guys are wrong and I'm right.
yeah, you guys are wrong and I'm right. So that's
Oh my god.
But yeah, he was they argued about that for like a good hour, bro. Like, what the hell is this? Okay. Interesting.
Oh, I think they're emotes, but it's just not putting it up on there.
Oh, well, let me look on Twitch then. So I was like, what is happening here? Oh yeah, there. So he subscribed to Miss Thickums, and that's the emos. Okay, I was confused. I was like, what is happening? So, but yeah. So based on the criteria, who you think should have made the top three? Do you agree with the top three?
What did they say? They said June what is when it would end? June 4th?
June 30, June 31st to June or shit, I don't know. Hold on. I forgot. He said it. I can't remember. Hold on. Let's see. Win-loss record, championships won, quality of wrestlers. Hold on, he's saying the rest of it now. Win-loss records, championship runs. They keep interrupting him. Quality of competition, major feuds, prominence within the wrestling's promotion, and overall wrestling ability. July 1st, 2022, June 30th, 23.
Yeah, Ospreay. Ospreay should have been the first number one. If that's the case, because then by that point, we would have seen Omega and Ospreay twice by that point. There's no reason why Ospreay shouldn't have been number one. Then Omega should have been right behind him. So, yeah. I already don't agree with this list. I mean, I think last year we had our own top 10 list of what we thought about this PWI, and it was pretty different from what we actually got again too. So, yeah, I don't agree with this list. Like, it's cool. It's cool that the Shield is the top three. I'll say that. Yeah. I do think that's dope. But yeah, no, I don't think me personally, might be a hot take, but I don't think Roman should be anywhere near the top 10. Just because he just hasn't. Orange Cassidy, yeah, Orange Cassidy deserves to be higher than him. Like
he should have been up there.
Yeah, like he did what? He defended that title 30 something times within years, and yeah, he already has way more defenses than Roman did in 4. Or no, almost.
Oh, did you freeze again? Oh no, and we still ain't do the Dynamite segment. Ah, did he freeze again, bruh? Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. I think he's gone. Man, let me pull up AEW Dynamite. I might have to go ahead and do it. I don't even want to talk about the PWI no more, man, because we about to, let's get into the freaking. Because I think he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Freak. Yep. There you go. Let me pull up AEW, man. And we'll get into this card so we can get through this show. I wonder if it's like storming over there or something. What's going on? Oh, dang, I forgot about Collision too. I ain't even thinking about Collision. We probably ain't gonna do that. Grand Slam. Let's get the Grand Slam. Nope, that's Rampage. Nope. Let's get to the opening of Grand Slam. Yeah, he's gone. I don't know where he is. Title versus title match. Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio took on New Japan Strong Openweight Champion Eddie Kingston in a title versus title match. Eddie Kingston got the win. He is now the double champ in Ring of Honor and in New Japan and Ring of Honor. You say this. I'm trying to see if he pop back in here. Then they went to backstage and they showed footage from earlier of the Kingdom watching over an injured Roddy Strong in the hospital bed. Adam Cole came to visit. He was like, "Where have you been?" He asked Matt Tavern. Cole said he got there, and Cole said he got there as fast as he could. "I'm glad you're doing okay, but I have to go. Max has a huge match against Samoa Joe." Roddy Strong told him, "Just go, just freaking go." So that was the end of that segment. Renee was backstage with Christian Cage and the TNT champion Luchasaurus. Christian said that they're going to walk through Sting and Darby Allin. You know, they basically it's time for Darby Allin to move on, and he's bored with him. Chris Jericho took on Sammy Guevara, and Sammy ended up getting the win. And then Sammy hit Chris Jericho with his own move, what he did to Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. So after the win, you know, they gave each other a hug. Sammy kicked him in the nuts. Jericho kind of fell to his knees and he was looking up at him, and then he pushed him to the side. So Sammy turned heel. Don Callis came out and getting booed. So yeah, Sammy is heel. I think we got Dark back.
Gosh.
Yeah, so yeah, Sammy is heel after turning on Jericho. We just started doing the AEW rundown.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Early in the day, they showed MJF pulling up to the arena with the exotic sports car with Adam Cole. Renee tried to interview Sammy Guevara and Don Callis backstage. Don said all will be revealed Friday on Rampage, and they got up out of there. Let's see. The AEW International Championship match is Jon Moxley versus Rey Fenix. They have a typical Jon Moxley Rey Fenix match. They're gonna go at it when they meet up in the ring, and they're doing their thing. There's a part where Phoenix does a somersault off the stage to the floor. He hits Mox, People think Mox was out there. You see Phoenix try to grab his hand just to see if Mox was okay. Mox did look stunned, but he seemed to continue on with the match just fine afterwards. Phoenix hit a couple more moves, you know, like when Mox was hanging over the guardrail and Phoenix jumped on him. People say maybe that was it, but at the end of the day, Phoenix dropped Mox on his head twice. What's the name of his finisher?
Phoenix Driver.
So he hit the Phoenix Driver the first time, and Mox just did not move. WWE fan, what's good? The ref with the count of 3. Nobody moved because he was out. You know, he was stunned, and the ref just pulled up, and the crowd gets up and start booing like, come on, man. So instead of just, I guess, doing something else or a roll up or something, he picks him up again and does the finisher again. And then in slow motion, you see Mox actually hit his head on the mat again. It wasn't as bad as Stone Cold hitting his neck, because you see Stone Cold's neck like just crumbled up when Owen Hart did it to him. But Mox clearly hit his forehead on the mat again, and then they counted 3. Everybody was shocked, including myself. I was like, something either went wrong or this just doesn't make sense to drop the title when Orange Cassidy held it for so long, and he was like putting on match, then just to give it to Moxley so Moxley could drop it to somebody else. That just didn't make sense to me. So I just assumed that something bad or something went wrong, and they just had to, you know, fix it. So what are your thoughts on that?
It looked Jesus. It was unfortunate what happened and stuff like that, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess they did right in the situation, and I guess giving him the title, I guess they could have done some really goofy finish and just had Moxley still retained by disqualification or something, but they chose to do this instead. So I think Rey Fenix will have a good title reign as well. So it's not a complete loss, but just does suck that he gave it up right, like you said, right after that amazing run by Orange Cassidy, because you would want your next champion to have just that's what you were building that loss up for, was to build up the next champion. So to have him lose this quickly is kind of a bummer, but we'll see where this goes.
Did you notice when Mox hit the curb stomp, the crowd started singing Seth Rollins' theme?
Yep.
I was like, that's nice. I like that. Not because I'm one of them AEW versus WWE guys. I just like the fact that they show respect to each other. He's doing his move. Go ahead, sing the theme. That's what they do. They still brothers at the end of the day. So AEW Women's World Championship match, Saraya versus Toni Storm. Toni Storm finally got a new theme and entrance, because last week I was asked, I was like, wait, is she still with the Outcast or what? Because she was still coming out to the Outcast music, but from what I seen, they wasn't getting along, and I thought Ruby was playing the middle. So when did Ruby actually pick a side?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. I'm so paranoid now. Yeah, this whole thing with the what is it called? The Renegades, the Rebels, the Outcasts. It's been very, very interesting. Did you like this match? Did you think it was all right? Just it was what it was.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I didn't mind looking at them.
That's true.
Yeah. But when did Ruby pick a side? Because from what I remember, she was playing the middle.
Did she probably, I don't know. She was pissed at Tony at All In. So because at All In she went to go and stop them from, I guess, fighting, because she had accidentally slapped Saraya's mom by that point. And so she tried to tell Tony to calm down, and she just like shoved or slapped Ruby, and Ruby just stormed out. So
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But
so I guess Ruby's technically been on Saraya's side this entire time. So
just kind of, I mean, that women's division, man, it's just kind of weird, because it's the same 4 people getting the title matches.
Yes, that is.
And it's like, okay, we got 3 of these, we got 2 of these people in the group, so we got to split them up for no reason.
Stardom is still the only wrestling company at this point in time that is portraying their women correctly, in my eyes. I think what WWE and what is it called? AEW have a ways to go. We should give credit to what is it called? NXT is doing a fairly decent job, and Impact has always been solid. So
right,
kudos to them. But it started to be turned. Facts, Rob.
Impact just did they 1000 show, which aired 2 weeks. It did Thursday and the Thursday before, so I caught some of that. The Dudley Boys are back. Devon is back in the ring, which is crazy.
I'm trying to look into getting some tickets possibly to Bound for Glory. So it's going to be in Chicago, and they already announced Will Ospreay and Mike Bailey. Like that, that got me right there. I was like, oh boy, I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. Main event, MJF getting chance of he's our scumbag. He's our scumbag from the crowd in New York because they were at Arthur Ashe Stadium, which is a beautiful venue, man. We'll talk about the crowds and stuff after this, but long story short, because I ain't gonna hold you, I'm going to all super details, but Samoa Joe ended up losing in the title match against MJF. Adam Cole ran out at near the end of the match. He hops off the stage and it looks like he injured himself.
That is legit. He did injure himself from that.
Yeah, Sean Ross said that he had a walking boot on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you could tell because he was limping over there after their
after
he hopped down. So that's unfortunate.
That sucks. But yeah, MJF gets the win at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Let me see, because they like they added some extra. Do you want to go? We're not doing Rampage.
I'll go over just a couple things from Rampage because there were a few things that were important to note. There's a setup for a triple threat match for the TNT title that was going to be happening on Collision. And there was a fatal 4-way #1 contenders match for the Ring of Honor World Championships, which the Righteous won. So now at Wrestle Dream, it'll be the Righteous against Better Than You, baby, for the titles. Julia Hart will be challenging Statlander now for the TBS Championship at Wrestle Dream. Santana, going by Mike Santana, had his first singles match and after was confronted by Ortiz, but walked right past him. And the other thing of note, this was probably the biggest thing, was that what's it called? Don Callis came out with Takeshita, and Guevara came out and basically cut a promo saying he's gonna do everything for you. It was a basic heel. It was a very basic heel promo. It's just, you fans, you never cared about me. You didn't care even when I was up. You didn't care about me. I got my kids to deal with. I got a hot wife. I was just like, man. I was like, what? You go to like a generator and just have them print out your promo for you. But anyways, it got the point across. And then Jericho came out, got his ass whooped, was about to take a screwdriver to the head. Omega comes out, and that is going to set up a crazy 6-man match that we will talk about when we talk about Collision. So, yeah, that was all that happened on Rampage and Dynamite. So, yeah.
So there's a let me ask you this: what's happening with? Why is the attendance going down in America for AEW? Like, is it something we're missing? Did the product? Because we know the product is different from what it was, when it first started. It's just different. It's a little bit of a different feel to it, but overall, your day ones grew up, right? MJF is now like one of the biggest stars in wrestling, which he wasn't when he first was introduced to us. You got more names than ever, with the Moxleys and etc. All the ex-WWE people and whatever. You just put 82, 72, whichever number you want to go by. I don't know. Whichever number you want to go by in Australia. Cool. and then you come back, and it's like you used to put at least 5,000 on a consistent basis in these arenas, and now you're scaling it down because you only getting like 2,000 to 2,200, and then you do Arthur Ashe Stadium, and the attendance has dropped every single year, which I don't understand. This card wasn't. Let me see. Let me think about this card. Title versus title match to open up that's pretty solid. MJF versus Samoa Joe, that's solid. I mean, those are good cards. What the hell happened on SmackDown, bro? Okay, dog, you watch SmackDown live
This week?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it live, but I did see it.
So I'm watching the ending on Hulu right now, right? And Solo and Jimmy are attacking Jay, but they keep just randomly going to the crowd. So what happened that they're trying to block out?
Say that one more time. You said who went into the crowd?
They just keep randomly panning to the crowd while Solo and Jimmy are in the ring beating up Solo. Like,
Cena?
I'm sorry, yeah, they beating up Cena. And like Solo it looked like he was saying something to Cena, but they don't want you to see it.
Yeah, so yeah. Well, I noticed this too. It was because like I don't know, and I don't know if it's because of Cena or what, but he was like talking, like they were talking in the ring, and I think that's why they cut. Like they were still figuring stuff out. So, because even when you go on YouTube, they couldn't cut everything out. There was a point where what's his name? Cena's just on like the ground, just like yelling at Jimmy, who's on the top rope, and I'm just like, what is going on?
So I'm like, this is a bad edit job right now.
Yeah,
but
Cena can't help it, bro. He's just, especially with him now that he's been gone for so long, he gets back and
he be out yelling too.
Yeah,
clothesline. Come on, bro.
Oh man, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna throw you over here. You make sure you kick me with the foot, bruh. The mic is right there. But what's up with the attendance in AEW, man?
It could be a bunch of things in terms of like it could be like I don't know, like just going to a lot of the same places all the time will do that. They go to new places, like they don't go to Los Angeles enough. I think it's a good thing that they're going there for Full Gear. Like because the one time that they've been in Los Angeles, it was a great show that they did. So that was the night that MJF went the fuck off on Tony Khan. Yeah, right. But yeah, like going to the same places will do that. Going anywhere overseas, like AEW hasn't done that often. So what? They've gone to what?
It's their first
Canada?
time over there in Australia.
And they were in Canada for a little while. So like I mean, and the numbers there were fairly solid. So I mean, like I don't know, like those numbers are gonna be always pretty good because they don't go out of the country a lot. But within the country, they're gonna need to start finding more places to go. I would say like they can't keep going to the same few places. They barely go to Boston. They just went to the Garden. And that number did pretty good, but they barely go to Boston enough. I would say they're always in Chicago. They're not in Texas as much now that the pandemic's kind of come to a halt.
Which is trash.
Yeah, but those are the types of crowds that they need to be more diverse. Instead of just going to the same places over and over and over and over again, they need to start spreading the wealth some more because this is the product that a lot of people want to see. So
okay, so I'm trying to figure it out because I'm like, man, there's a lot going on. They're steady like doing new stuff and new things, but I've been seeing on Twitter that we got the OG AEW fans are arguing with the new AEW fans. I'm like, what is this? And I've been seeing a lot of that lately. Like I've been seeing a lot of people that saying, oh yeah, the 2021 and 2022 fans are the real fans. All you newbies that come in and then you complain one week, y'all need to shut up and go back to WWE. Like I've been seeing a lot of that. So I was like, I don't understand. I was like, maybe the CM Punk thing, but they was doing fans before CM Punk. They was doing numbers before Punk. I just don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening there because it's kind of weird to see, especially the momentum they had coming out. Well, the momentum they were supposed to have coming out of All In, but that was quickly killed with the CM Punk stuff. So maybe that was it. Just the backstage drama. People got tired of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they supposed to have a lot of momentum right now, and they just kind of went downhill because they never. First of all, you didn't let the show breathe because you did that show and then you followed up with All Out next week, and then literally after that, CM Punk. Well, right doing that, CM Punk was fired. So yeah, it's just crazy, man. But let's get to SmackDown. Quick rundown. John Cena comes out, starts the show. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have anything else on AEW Dynamite?
Not on Dynamite. No. I think I thought Grand Slam was actually a good show. Especially my favorite match of the whole show probably was that opening match with Eddie Kingston and Claudio. Thought that was amazing. But yeah. Other than that, no, I thought a good Grand Slam.
It's funny seeing those chops when they're not being sold. Those shotgun chops. It looks so stupid when they're not being sold. So when Claudio decided he wouldn't go sell it, you just see he just doing this like it looked hilarious. So King's like, all right, I'm gonna just punch you in the face and drop him. So that was hilarious to me. But yeah, Rob, that's bro. But I've been seeing it, bro. Like, and I don't even want to say like some people names because they associated with Public Enemy. So, but I've been seeing it, bro. Trust me. John Cena starts off the show and basically introduced AJ Styles as his partner to take on the Bloodline. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. AJ comes out. Why the OC hasn't been anyway? Never mind. I'm not gonna rant today, but OC hasn't been showing up for AJ at all. So it looked like they're about to split them up.
Well, that's not true. They were there when they were getting taken away in a stretcher.
Well, great. He done got beat up 3 weeks in a row and they nowhere to be found. But okay, yeah. Anyway, they're set to take off the Bloodline. Moving on, Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar defeated the Street Profits. Bobby Lashley was not happy about it at all, and he made sure to let them know about it in the back. Again, I like the fact that they got multiple factions and all this. I mean, you got the LWO, you got the Bloodline, you got the Hurt Profit business, whatever you want to call them. Okay, Gallows could be injured, but what about Carl Anderson though, WWE fan? So Carl Anderson ain't showed up at all. Mia Yim has been there more than both of them. But I love the fact they got factions. OC, Bloodline, the Brawling Brutes, the LWO, the Hurt Business or the Hurt Profits or whatever you want to call them. The Judgment Day, like that gives me the old school Attitude Era vibes where it's multiple factions. Like it used to be. Remember when we were talking about the racist factions they used to have back in the day, the Nation, 808, and Corporation, all that crap. So it's good to see factions back, and they're all like mixing it in with each other at some point. So, bruh, you're not listening. Anderson hasn't helped AJ Styles not one time in the last month while AJ has been getting jumped and beat up in the ring. That's what I said before the ambulance. Dark brought up the ambulance. Fuck riding the ambulance. You wasn't there when your boy was getting his ass whooped. That's what I said.
He said, "Fuck the ambulance."
I don't care about you showing up in the ambulance after I already got whooped. You might as well stay where you was. Get back on your phone like he was on his phone the other week.
Oh man.
Thank you, Rob. There was a segment where he got on Carl Anderson and smacked the phone out of his hand. Like, where were you? I was getting beat up. He's like, I told you not to mess with the Bloodline. So what? So, moving on. Asuka defeated. I'm sorry. They typed this in wrong because Io actually defeated Asuka, but they said on the website it says Asuka defeated Io Sky. Io Sky defeated Asuka to retain the WWE Women's title, which was a good match. That was probably my favorite thing about SmackDown. Nice little match. Backstage, Jimmy Uso. This okay.
Talk about it.
Why is Jimmy like just all of a sudden just back? So he turns on Jay. Jay super kicks him, super kicks everybody, and it's like, I'm done. So Jay got the last laugh for now, right? He goes to Raw. Jimmy has like 2 weeks of him being solo. including the week when Solo told him, "You're not out the bloodline until we say you out the bloodline." And then his response to Solo was, "You or Roman or Paul Heyman can't tell me anything anymore." And then he walked out. Then the very next week, he's back in the Uso shirt. I'm back in the bloodline news. And now it's like, first of all, Solo just told you you're not out until we say you out. And now they looking at him sideways like, no, you got to earn your way back in. What? What you mean you got to make up your mind? Is he in or not? And if he is in, why the hell did you kick Roman in Saudi Arabia? Jay didn't do that. Jimmy started this. Jay was yelling his real name, Joe, come on, man, and trying to stop y'all from fighting because Roman was punking you for weeks. So you super kicked him and said, "I'm doing what I'm supposed to do a long time ago. I'm protecting you and all that." Y'all had a tag match and everything. Y'all beat Roman and Solo. Jay gets a solo match. You super kick him, and then your excuse was, "I love you too much to see you turn into Roman because he's an asshole." That's what you said. And then you're back. Anyway, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller defeated the Brawling Brutes. And then the main event segment, they're supposed to have a contract signing with AJ Styles and John Cena versus the Bloodline. Yeah. AJ gets attacked backstage. AJ is apparently out, so John Cena got to find another partner. Who could it be? It might be Randy Orton. He's back at the Performance Center. We'll see. But just to throw AJ to the side like he's just a random
that was kind of crazy.
It's crazy to me. Just throw this, like, I believe he's a Grand Slam champion as well.
He is.
Okay, and you just throw him to the side.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And then Jimmy Uso and Solo attacked John in the ring and took him out. And that's SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over it, bro. I told y'all after SummerSlam they lost me. That was the first time I was mad. And I was like, we got to see the follow up, and the follow up didn't do nothing. Sean Ross was tweeting all night. LA Knight was supposed to have a huge segment that got cut. LA Knight and Kevin Nash have been going at it. So they've been taking shots at Kevin Nash. Is really taking shots at him now on his podcast. But
really?
Oh yeah, he's like, you fucking 43. It took you forever to get over.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like, all you did was steal Stone Cold and the Rock gimmick, and you just stealing everybody else's gimmicks. That's the only reason you're over anyway, because people want to see the Rock and Stone Cold, and since they can't, they just settle for your ass.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ!
Yes, they've been going at it. So Jay is not feuding with nobody in the Bloodline. Jay's doing his own thing right now.
It's just him, Oos.
It's just him, yeah. He's on Raw feuding with everybody that they jumped back in the day. Dude. Which Riddle was one of those guys, but now he's fired. So yay. There it is. Your thoughts on SmackDown, bro?
I thought it was interesting Cena being back again and working this program. I think that was I think it's cool. I hate that AJ was a sacrificial lamb. And all the problems that you have with the Bloodline, I've had these problems for a while. So, don't know why Roman needs a title. Don't know why Jimmy's back with them after, like you said, starting this whole thing. So, without him, the Bloodline is fine. So, so I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So, I'm not a huge fan of
it. So, Dave LaGreca went on a rant. Because The Rock came back last week or 2 weeks ago. So Dave LaGreca goes on a rant because he hate what The Rock said on the Pat McAfee show that Saturday morning, saying, I'm sorry, was it Friday morning? Because it was before SmackDown. So Friday morning, he hated that because The Rock basically made it known that, hey, WrestleMania 39 was a lock between me and Roman. It just fell through, last minute. But he was like, hey, there's still WrestleMania 40. Dave LaGreca's a huge Cody Rhodes fan. And he went on a rant. Was like, Rock, you're disrespectful to Cody Rhodes because you're making it seem like he was a plan B. And you're selfish and, and all that. So Mark Henry and your bully was like, okay, he was selfish for saying it how he said it, but disrespectful. He's like, no, he's not disrespectful. He was just telling you what happened. That this was supposed to happen and it was planned, but it fell through last minute. But Dave wasn't trying to hear that.
Dave ain't trying to hear nothing. Dave ain't never trying to hear nothing. Yeah.
And because The Rock made it, he said one line. He was like, "Well, we want to do something that not only helps, Roman and us in the main event with more money, but help something that'll just last longer than WrestleMania. We wanted it to be able to help everybody else in the back as well." And Dave was like, "They're making more money than anything."
See, that I can believe.
Yeah.
That I can believe that they wanted to prolong this Cody Rhodes thing, and that they wanted Cody at 40 and have The Rock here at 39. That would have made more sense.
Yeah. So Dave just wasn't trying to hear it. Dave was like, "You disrespectful, disrespect Cody Rhodes." And it was hilarious. It was hilarious. But they had to calm him down. So there was an argument, and they argued about what should happen at WrestleMania 40. And a couple ideas was, really idea, which I didn't like at all, was where if Cody really needs to be involved for real, you have The Rock and Roman on night 1. The Roman wins, and then night 2 of WrestleMania, Cody beats Roman Reigns after having a strong battle with The Rock. And I was like, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. And I forgot what Mark said. I think Mark kind of agreed with it. I can't even remember exactly what Mark said. My thing, if I had to book it, and The Rock did say he was coming back and he's going to fight, what I would do is I would make The Rock sign a contract. Look, I need you for the Royal Rumble, and I need you for a couple of weeks between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. And what we're going to do is Cody's going to win the Royal Rumble. Rock, you fight Roman at the Royal Rumble at Tropical Field, because that's still a big arena, still a big stadium. Depending on whoever you want to win, let's just say The Rock wins it, because let's just play WWE Bloodline, typical Bloodline. Rock versus Roman at Royal Rumble. Jimmy Uso and Solo get involved to help Roman. Jey Uso comes out, super kicks his brothers. That sets up Jimmy and Jey at WrestleMania like they always wanted to do. So there, you got that match. Roman accidentally spears Solo. So now Solo is pissed, and Solo attacks Roman. The Rock wins. Now you got Roman versus Solo. You got Jey versus Jimmy. And then Cody wins the Royal Rumble. Cody beats The Rock at WrestleMania. That's how I would do it if I had to pin. How would you book it if you knew The Rock was going to be involved some type of way, and you still wanted Cody to get his story?
Oh gosh. Because the only other way that Cody gets involved at Mania now is by winning the Rumble, so he would have to do that.
Well, we still don't know if he's the one that's traded or not. We still don't know that. For Jey, we still don't know who got traded to SmackDown.
But that doesn't make sense. If he was traded, why wouldn't he just have himself traded now? Why would he wait until later to do that?
Every time he try to explain it, he gets cut off. So maybe he's trying to say it for the last few weeks.
Goodness gracious. I guess that's one way of doing it too. Yeah. Oh man. So okay. So then we could. Yeah. I don't know. I guess you could do it with The Rock. I just don't want The Rock and Roman at Mania. So I would have The Rock and Roman at the Rumble also, and then yeah, I wouldn't have Cody win twice in a row. I don't want that. I would have somebody win that needs the win in order to go against Seth at what is it called? Mania. I don't know who that person will be. I don't know. I can't, off the top of my head, I also can't think of any good opponents for Seth.
Well, Damian Priest, they got the Money in the Bank, so
that too. Yeah, let's have Finn again.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, I would probably do that because I didn't even think of that. But why not? Yeah, sure. Let's have Cody be coming in saying it's like, oh yeah, I actually traded myself to be on SmackDown, so Jey could be on Raw. So then that'll still get you the match at Mania and have Cody go through, I guess. But if Cody's gonna win, then Cody just needs to actually win. I don't know. I don't like this 2 nights of Roman defending because that gives Roman an out and everything. So
exactly, that's what Dave said.
Yeah, he needs to lose clean to Cody, like at full strength. Like he should have lost last year, but it is what it is.
And Mark was like, well, if you get The Rock is only going to do WrestleMania. And I was like, well, if that's the case, we move on with the storyline without The Rock. I need The Rock from Royal Rumble, and I need a couple of weeks to build up until WrestleMania. Like, he ain't got to wrestle, but he got to at least show up with that title if he wins the title at Royal Rumble. Or let's say whoever wins. I liked it the way I did it because I gave you 3 matches. You know, Uso versus Uso, Solo versus Roman, title match, Cody versus the champ. Kill 3 birds with 1 stone. But let's say Cody don't win the Royal Rumble, but they do the Elimination Chamber for the #1 contendership, and Cody wins that to face The Rock.
That Cody wins the #1 contenders match?
The Elimination Chamber.
Oh. I did not even think of that. I forgot that was going to happen. Elimination Chamber, that would actually be better. I would like that a lot better this year. I don't know who you put in that. So then you're saying Cody would be on SmackDown sooner then? Or yes. You know what? No, Cody doesn't even have to be on SmackDown. Maybe they'll just
he just gets in the chamber.
They'll just throw him in there just because. Yeah, 3 Raw people, 3 SmackDown people. Whoever wins gets to face Roman Reigns. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Or The Rock, because The Rock is going to win at the Royal Rumble. Yeah,
because that's what they did with fucking what is it called? The World Heavyweight Championship, the Raw title. Yeah. Hey, SmackDown people, do you want this?
Yeah, even though it's exclusive. Yeah, it's exclusive.
That's all right. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
We don't care.
Just come on over anyway. Everybody's invited. We'll just do whatever we want here.
That honestly, that's probably going to be what they're going to do. That in itself, that plan right there is probably what's going to happen. They're just going to take Cody and put him in the Elimination Chamber and have him win. I didn't even think of that until you said it, but that actually makes the most logical sense.
Yeah. But booking WWE, you better give me my royalties for this storyline. I want my paper. I want my paper for this storyline that I gave you. I gave you 3 matches WWE for WrestleMania off top. So let's get to it. Anything else on SmackDown?
I am good.
Let's go to Collision then. It's all yours.
All right.
Because I did not see it. Oh, what you think about the news of SmackDown going to back to the USA Network and possibly Raw and NXT being moved off the USA Network?
Wait, what's gonna be moved off of USA?
Raw and NXT,
and SmackDown would be moved on it.
Mm-hmm.
That I did not hear about. Raw's. Wow. Raw and NXT, that would be interesting. I don't know, where would you put. They're gonna renew a deal with that.
They gotta
renew NBC Universal, right? They're already on Peacock. Yeah. There's no way that they don't renew those deals. If they're already putting SmackDown on it, then this is just probably to get everything all under one roof, I would assume. So
yeah, but a lot of the headlines and the people that like do the numbers and all that stuff that actually be right. They're saying Monday Night Raw and NXT is most likely being moved somewhere else.
Interesting. I don't know where else you would move it.
Yeah, I saw that, Rob. I would hate that. And they saying SmackDown might possibly go to 3 hours now.
SmackDown?
Yeah.
That's trash. We don't need that.
We really don't.
No, we should. We should move both shows to 1 hour. That was the prime.
Everybody gonna be fired for real now.
And when NXT back in the day was 1 hour, that was my favorite era of NXT, when it was just a 1 hour show. Loved it.
Oh yeah, facts.
It was the best.
You always wanted more.
Oh yeah. It was
every
perfect.
Time.
It was perfect. All right, Collision starts off with a triple threat match for the TNT Championship. Luchasaurus defending against Christian Cage.
No, I'm here. I just don't know what happened.
Okay. Jesus.
Okay, there we go.
Defending against Christian Cage and Darby Allin. So there was a point in the match where, and this was actually probably I thought this was a really cool spot where Christian Cage or Luchasaurus is alone in the ring with the TNT title, and he picks it up, and it's like a moment of clarity for me when the announcers say it, that Luchasaurus has never, even since winning the belt, Luchasaurus has never actually physically held this title in his hands. Christian has always had it. Christian has always been holding it, and the entire crowd noticed it too. They started chanting, "It's your belt, it's your belt." Christian gets in the ring and tells him to give it back, and he starts like ripping it away from Luchasaurus. This leads to Darby Allin having a short comeback for a little while, just going crazy on Luchasaurus and Christian. He hits the coffin drop and a PK on Luchasaurus, and when he's about to go for the cover, Christian throws Darby out of the ring and pins Luchasaurus for the 3 count. That was crazy. Now Christian is actually the champion, and he pinned Luchasaurus for the belt. I was like, this is wild. Could not believe that. This guy is such a dickhead, bro. I was like, this is crazy. Oh, man. This guy is such a great heat magnet. Oh, my God. Christian, oh, Lord. I love this. Jericho challenged the Don Callis family to a trios match at Wrestle Dream. It's going to be Don Callis would later come on and accept. So it's going to be Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi up against the team of Konosuke Takeshita, Sammy Guevara, and Will Ospreay. So this 6-man match is going to be nuts. We'll go through the rest of the Wrestle Dream card at the end of this show, but Wrestle Dream is looking to be even better than All In and All Out, in my opinion. Rob Van Dam came back for a tag team match with Taz's son Hook. They won their match against Matt Menard.
RVD was coming back.
Huh?
I forgot RVD was coming back.
Yeah. They beat Matt Menard and Angelo Parker.
What the hell? Uh-oh. I'm sorry. What? Hey, there we go.
Kiera Hogan had a match against Julia Hart. They're building her up for her title match, so she won that fairly quickly. Jay White had a match against Andrade El Idolo, which was fantastic, and Jay got the win. There was a tag match with FTR and the Workhorsemen. Shout out to the Workhorsemen. I've seen them a few times live in person, wrestling here in Limitless. These guys are fantastic, and they got to really show off. So that was really good for them. FTR ended up coming away with the win, and afterwards, they were confronted by the Aussie Open, who admitted that they haven't lived up to the hype, but they are going to beat Dax and Cash for these titles. What's her name? CJ Perry, Lana, formerly known as Lana, talking about how much she loves her husband.
Of course.
Yep. Texas Death Match. This is actually the one match I did not see, but I saw a lot of clips on what is it called on Twitter, and I mean X. I'm sorry, and it looked pretty crazy. This match looked pretty crazy, and Bryan Danielson ended up winning this matchup. Collision. Another good week of another solid wrestling. So real quickly, I'm gonna go down the line of matches for Wrestle Dream, which is next week. We've got the Young Bucks and against the Guns, against the Lucha Brothers, against Orange Cassidy and Hook in a 4-way tag match for a AEW World Tag Team Championship match. Chris Statlander and Julia Hart will be fighting for the AEW TBS Championship. Eddie Kingston will be having a singles match against Katsuyori Shibata for the ROH World Champ. This is going
so you can hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Bruh, I'm trying to get it to like just play background music without it being on the screen, but it ain't working, bruh.
Oh, you can't get rid of
I can't get rid of Nipsey. Nipsey got to stay on here.
Nipsey's like, hey, I have no problem with that.
That's
I'm okay
fine
with
me
Nipsey
too.
yeah.
There you go. It's better than what we was listening to.
Yeah. So Eddie Kingston is going to be defending both of his titles, his New Japan Strong Openweight Championship and his ROH World Championship against Katsuyori Shibata. Christian will be defending his TNT Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match against Darby Allin. The aforementioned 6-man match from Collision that I mentioned, Don Callis family against Jericho and the Golden Lovers. Better Than You, Baby, will be defending their ROH Tag Team Championships against the Righteous. FTR defending their AEW World Tag Team Championships against Aussie Open. Hangman Adam Page in a singles match against Swerve Strickland. And the main event, a match that I've been wanting to see for years. Bryan Danielson against Zack Sabre Jr. is finally happening. And next Sunday.
Yes,
So Get the Table said, not gonna lie, Wrestle Dream is a bit mid other than Zach. What? That's crazy. Oh man. But that is the card. That is the card for next Monday, Sunday.
I mean, I do like the main event. It's kind of random, but I like the main event.
I'm so excited for Bryan Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. This match has been teased for years. It's a little bit of a like behind the scenes thing for people that don't realize. Dave Meltzer, he named a award in his daily or his yearly like things that he gives out for the Observer. Yeah. He named an award the Bryan Danielson Award for Best Technical Wrestler. And for years, Zack Sabre Jr. has been getting the Bryan Danielson Award. And Bryan Danielson has even mentioned that. He's like, I haven't even been getting the Bryan Danielson Award.
It's my award.
It's my award. It's been named after me. Zach has been getting it every year. So these two are going to have a classic. This is going to probably be one of the best technical wrestling matches I've ever seen. So
Tony is coming at, Get the Table is coming at you hard. It's Wrestle Dream. What matches or dream matches other than BD?
That 6-man match? I think that's a dream match. I think that's a great match.
Who was in that match again?
Omega, Ibushi, Jericho against Takeshita, Guevara, and Will Ospreay. Aussie Open and FTR. That's not the only reason I'm saying that's not a dream match is because I've already seen it once. That match is gonna bang though. Hangman and Swerve Strickland. That match is gonna bang. I'm excited for a lot of these matches. The only matches I'm not excited for are Statlander, Julia Hart. That 4-way tag match is gonna be good, but it's gonna be a lot. And Christian Cage and Darby Allin, I'm not too excited for. The rest of this card, and Better Than You, Baby. That tag match I don't care for, but everything else I'm excited for. So,
let me see if I got the card for NXT. This bro, they keep trying to make me sign in the Peacock. I just want to go to the website, bro. Leave me alone, bro. WWE is just, this website gets on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie to you. We can do our predictions for both cards once I get it up. That don't pause. That doesn't sound right. But
build a website.
Shut up, YouTube. Shut up, YouTube. No, not maximize. Get off the screen. So NXT.
No mercy.
Yeah. We gotta do our predictions. Then we're done for the day. So we do No Mercy. Then I'll let you do the card for AEW's Wrestle Dream.
Okay.
I wonder what the stage is gonna look like for that. It's gonna be interesting to see. NXT Women's Championship match: Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton. Extreme Rules. Who do you have in that match?
Really? Well, before I answer that, how did you like the stage for Grand Slam?
It kind of reminded me of the old little Raw stage.
That's okay. I'm glad you said that because I was getting and that's not a bad thing too. I like that old Raw stage. So I thought that was neat, especially the what is it called? Like the curve,
the Titantron,
the Titantron they had, with
the lights and stuff under.
Yeah, We're thinking the same thing. Yep. You said you heard people hated the stage.
That's just because they think of Monday Night Raw.
Probably, yeah.
AEW has been killing it with their stages lately, though.
All Out was pretty solid.
Collision is still my favorite stage right now. Like Collision, I love the Collision stage, even though I don't watch the show. I love the Collision stage. The All Out stage was dope. All In was pretty simple, but I get why they did it like that. They was trying to pack it out as more, which is crazy because people were shitting on the WrestleMania 32 stage in Dallas, which is, I still like the stage, even though it was basic, but they love that stage. The same people love the All Out stage. I was like, come on, bruh. Like, all right, whatever. But Who you got? NXT Women's Championship match.
I want to say Stratton, because I feel like Stratton already gained I was not a fan of the switch, but I feel like in the loss, Stephanie Stratton did gain a lot. A lot of people were complaining and saying, "Oh my God, you can't believe she lost that and there." And I'm just like, well, you are dumb if you don't realize, because that match, listen,
They built her up.
They did, and I'm not we all know how I feel about Becky Lynch. That match was actually pretty good. It was pretty solid. It was pretty solid. It was pretty solid. I liked the best moonsault ever. That was reversed into the manhandle. That sequence was actually pretty solid. It was pretty dope. So I'm gonna go with Tiffany Stratton just because I hope she gets her wing back in a bigger crowd, and yeah, I hope that she gets to rub that way. So, and that'll make everything better. And then people will shut up. So I'm gonna go with Stratton.
I think Tiffany Stratton is gonna win because of all of that, just so she can get that big win in front of a big crowd. And she beat Becky Lynch, and it's an Extreme Rules match for a reason. If they made it an Extreme Rules match, that means something's gonna happen where she hits her with something, or Becky lands on something, and they be like, "See, that's how you won because Becky hit this or whatever." NXT Championship match: Carmelo Hayes versus Dragunov.
I'm going with Carmelo. I'm gonna stick with Carmelo.
This tough because they built a Dragunov off to be like a monster. He ran Wesley out of town.
The side of his head, bro. Oh my God.
I'm like, yo, he slapped me like that. I'm gonna be mad for real too. So, but man, I'm going for I say Carmelo too, but I wouldn't be surprised at all the way they building Dragunov up. They technically still have the North American Championship match, but we're gonna skip that because it's still right now is listed as a match. But Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. Who's the face here?
Oh God. Who cares? Good Lord. I'm gonna say I want Corbin to win just because I don't like Braun. If Braun, if there's one person that does not need to be on NXT, it's what's his name? Braun.
I think he get caught up now, yeah.
I hope so, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't see Corbin winning, which sucks because Corbin goes NXT and just have better matches, but he's still losing. So, change his whole gimmick and all that, and he's still losing, which is pointless of changing the gimmicks. But you know what? I'm gonna go for Corbin. I got Corbin winning this. I don't think he's gonna win it, but I'm gonna just cheer for him anyway. And I'm gonna say he is just because you went with Braun. That's it. That's all they got right now. So we'll see what happens Tuesday. We'll see what happens Tuesday. But right now is 1, 2. That one is gone. It's 3 matches. They got 3 matches on the card because the 4th match is Ali versus Dom, and we know that's not happening. So there you go. It's on you with Russell Dream.
All right, Fatal 4, #1 contenders match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. The Young Bucks, the Guns, the Lucha Brothers, and Orange Cassidy and Hook. Who do you think gets it?
Well, it got to be Young Bucks now because I was gonna say Lucha Bros, but what's the name got the title, so he's not about to walk around with 2 belts.
I'm gonna just to switch things up. I'm gonna hope that the Lucha Brothers get it because we've seen FTR and the Bucks and FTR and the Guns. So,
yeah, I got the Young Bucks winning.
All right, Statlander and Julia Hart for the TBS Championship. I'm gonna go with Statlander.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Singles match for the ROH and the Strong Openweight Championship. Eddie Kingston defending against Shibata. I think Eddie Kingston has to win. This is his first defense. So.
Eddie Kingston.
Christian Cage against Darby Allin in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the TNT Championship. Who do you got?
Darby.
I'm gonna go with Christian. I'm gonna say Christian keeps it. Go ahead.
Because I'm trying to think. They gotta have one title. Typical Tony Khan would give you at least one title change for a pop.
Yeah.
So that title, I think that title is gonna be Darby.
Chris Jericho and the Golden Lovers against Konosuke Takeshita, Sammy Guevara, and Will Ospreay in a 6-man tag match. I am gonna have the Don Callis family going over in this. I think that there's a much bigger positive to having these three beat Omega, Ibushi, and Jericho than there is to having Jericho, Omega, and Ibushi win. So I also have a theory that Ospreay is going to sign with AEW next year, and the reason why we didn't get Omega and Ospreay at All In this year was because they are saving that for Wembley as the main event. I think Omega's going into that match next year as the AEW World Champion, and I think we're getting Ospreay versus Omega for the AEW World Championship match in the main event. So you heard it here first.
Okay, somebody bookmark that.
Yes,
yeah.
Rob, Christian won the TNT Championship yesterday. Yep, he is actually the current champion now.
Yeah, he's actually the champion now. It's hard to see Kenny lose 3 straight pay-per-views, man. Just for that, I'm gonna go with Kenny's team.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know why, man. Just like when Jericho's in these matches, I don't like it no more. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Like it just it annoys me now. When I see these big marquee matches that I see Jericho, like when they announced Jericho versus Ospreay, which I knew it was a good match, but I was annoyed as hell when they announced it. I was like, why?
Yeah, it was the same thing for me. It was just like it's gonna be a good match, but at the same time, he's just like Ospreay he could have had so many different matches with so many other people, bro. That's the only thing, man. Yeah. Well, I get that. Better Than You, Bebe against The Righteous for the ROH Tag Team Championship.
MJF and Adam Cole is winning.
Yeah, we're thinking the same thing. Yep. FTR against the Aussie Open for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. I think that FTR is going to take it, but this match, these guys have already had one match together, and it was probably the best tag match I saw last year. That comes to the top of my head. It stands out for me. It was a really good match that they had in the UK. But I don't think Aussie Open's taking this.
Yeah, Aussie Open it's a dope team to watch in the ring, but they're not taking it. They're losing. So FTR.
Hangman Adam Page against Swerve Strickland in a singles match. Who do you got going over? I'm hoping Swerve.
Swerve. Swerve is on a hot streak right now, so it's Swerve.
In the main event, we got Danielson against Zack Sabre Jr.
Danielson got to at least get a win on him. But then again, he might put him over because Danielson ain't gonna be there too much longer. So,
but Brian's been in a lot of physical matches with Ricky Starks in the past couple of weeks. So I feel like this is the one person where you wouldn't want that to happen to you. Like, man, I don't know. I could, man. If you're gonna go with Danielson, I'll go with Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Danielson. What up, Alice? Is that you said that was the main event?
That's it. Yep, those are all the matches so far. So, unless they announce something else this week, it's a possibility.
Well, there it is. That is the week in wrestling. Much love to everybody that came through today. I don't have any claps or nothing on here. So I was trying to get off of Melon. I might end up going back to Melon. So, or we'll see. We might try another platform next week. Well, actually, next week is pay-per-view. So, in 2 weeks we'll try another platform and see what works the best, man. So we're in the test run phase right now. Because if none of these work, I might just mess around and we'll do guest star and we'll be on our own little Twitches, doing our own little overlays and stuff, trying to have it look, as professional as possible. But this stuff gets annoying, and then I have to pay for it all for at least a month to like actually be able to test it out like I want to. So he said, "What AEW will start charging?" You know what? I thought AEW was gonna do more with HBO Max than what they're doing. Like they just put their what's the name show on there, the All Access show, and that
So
was
the
it.
problem is that they have a deal, I guess, with Warner that's preventing them from putting their stuff on HBO right now. So, because they have a deal with Bleacher Report and HBO, and from my understanding, HBO has a deal with Bleacher Report, and that's why they're gonna start getting sports and stuff on their thing. But the deal that they have with WB right now is preventing them from putting all that stuff onto HBO Max. So they're gonna have to wait out that contract before they start making the bag on that too. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's gonna a foregone conclusion. I feel like the fact that they're getting all these, like literally HBO is announcing all of these things that you can start watching on Bleacher Report, and the AEW was the one thing that was left out. So they'd be dumb not to take advantage of that. So you have like a whole service people are already paying for, and that's so much content you could put on there.
Yeah,
all your pay-per-views, everything. It'd be nuts.
Put your whole Ring of Honor library on there.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. We'll see what happened. That is the show for the day. You got anything you want to promote or shout out before we get off?
I am all set. I'm good.
So y'all know what it is. Dopecontent.com. Let me turn that shit off. This is getting on my nerves. Dopecontent.com. Make sure you go there. Stay up to date. The Dallas Wings are still in the playoffs, so I'm still doing coverage for that. Right now, they're struggling because they're playing the champs, the defending champs, Asia Wilson, and all them. So you're probably gonna see maybe one more podcast or whatever, because they ain't looking too good. Them champs they crazy. They dope, man. So that's the one team I ain't want to play it, because they the champs for a reason. Rob, I don't know how y'all blew that lead, and I don't know how the hell Dallas. I say that for Tuesday, because I gotta. They sleptwalk and thought Arizona was just gonna lay down because they sorry, but yeah, they got slapped in the face. They deserved it. So, he say, how's the Liberty? The Liberty are actually down in their semifinals. They're down 0-1. So they lost at home against Connecticut. So, yeah, man. So, a quick story about WNBA, the Dallas Wings per se. I went to their YouTube because I checked out all the WNBA teams' YouTube, and I'm like, I'll never see nothing from the Dallas Wings. I'm subscribed to them. I don't ever see anything. Went there. They got like 600 subscribers. Like, you're a professional basketball team. Why do you have only 600 subscribers? So I'm like, let me just see what they're doing. They're not posting nothing. Their last video was 3 weeks ago, and then the one before that was like 6 weeks ago. And it's no highlights, it's no podcast, it's no, like, it's just a lot of nothing with the current players. So I'm like, bruh, I'm doing this Dallas Wings weekly update on my stuff, and it's doing pretty well on the YouTube. So I sent them the stuff. Like, hey man, who do I need to talk to take over you guys YouTube and start working with your YouTube team? And I sent them all my stuff. They loved all the stuff I'm doing. The press conference, which is not on their page. The podcast, I'm the only one doing the Dallas Wings podcast consistently all year. So I'm doing the work already. And my views are getting way more views in their videos. They're getting like 40 views on their video. Come on, man. What are you doing? You're a professional basketball team, and you're the only team in the WNBA who has a whack-ass YouTube page. And then dude go tell me, oh, we love everything you're doing, man, but we're already staffed. Yeah, but your staff sucks. Just because you're staffed already don't mean you need to keep them around. They're not doing their job.
Gonna say, if this is how they feel, if this is what they want to do, hey.
So I'm like, okay, if you're fine with your YouTube being trash and not capitalizing off of Google and making their money, whatever there. So he say, don't, no offense to him, but the Dallas Mavericks Twitch media guy don't do shit but play random. At least they're doing something on Twitch. Dallas Wings ain't doing nothing. Like, I see stuff from Atlanta. I see stuff from all these other teams, bro. Dallas Wings is the only team that I've looked up, and they're not doing nothing, bro. And they're a playoff team. They're a top 4 team in the league. And you have no content on YouTube. Like, what are you doing? Why do I have way more videos? This is my first year covering the team. Why do I have way more Dallas Wings videos on my page versus the actual Dallas Wings? In the just this year alone, it's topping their last 2 years. But hey, you want your YouTube to be trash? Whatever. That's on you. That's on you. And when your views start coming my way, don't say nothing. So what they say? What sales like it? Oh, they actually did good this year at the arena, bro. Every game except maybe like 2 of them was at least 85% full, bro. So the arena holds 7,000. The way they got it constructed, because they cut off a whole bunch of seats at the bottom for the season ticket holders, and they made like a club area. So it's like a buffet, drinks and all that people get to walk through, and they get to meet like the Dallas Mavericks players when they there and all that. So it holds 7,000. On average, they've been putting about 5,100 in there on average. And then there was a couple of games where it was completely sold out. So, but yeah, it's whatever. The ticket sales way up compared to last year. I can tell you that last year wasn't that good, wasn't that great. So, but yeah, dopecontent.com, man. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a minute. I need to start back streaming on Twitch. So maybe this you might see some Madden stuff or 2K. I don't know, or wrestling. I don't know. We'll see how this week go. Tuesday for sure. The Dope Sports Podcast is back. We'll get the table, so make sure you follow them. Because that's who we do our Tuesdays with. So we got a lot to talk about with the NFL. The Dolphins put up 70 points on somebody today. On the Broncos.
Are you kidding me? Oh, the Broncos. Oh my god.
Yeah, they put up 70 points on the Broncos.
That's my boys' team. It's terrible too.
Yeah, and then you got the Cowboys losing to 0-2 Cardinals out of nowhere. Today was weird. So we'll see what happens tomorrow when your Eagles play tomorrow. Maybe they'll get it back to normal, because it's been a weird day. Your Eagles should win tomorrow.
If we lose, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. That'd be something else.
Oh yeah, Colorado took because Dion. Oh man, the national media is going to be on 10 this whole week with Dion and them losing and Cowboys lose. Oh, this finna be Lord.
Well, we gonna. That's the plan. That's the plan, Rob.
Bro, y'all losing Baker Mayfield. I'm gonna laugh. And I gotta go for the Tampa because I need Mike Evans to ball out. My fantasy team is looking horrible today. I'm 2-0, but they're getting nobody stepped up for me today, including the Dallas defense. They all let me down today. Jared Goff is my best player today, so my undefeated streak is about to come to the end, most likely. So, but y'all stay up to date, man. DopeContent.com, MT Darkness on Twitter, MT Darkness on Twitch. Make sure y'all follow Dope Content on all social media platforms. I'm starting to post on YouTube. I'm sorry, Facebook as well. So like Reels and all that stuff. We're starting to do all that. He said, yes, Lions. Yeah, the Lions. Hey, I appreciate the Lions. Jared Goff. I actually benched Joe Burrow 2 weeks ago, and Goff has been balling for me. So he's been getting more points than Burrow too. So I appreciate him. And the Raiders just scored a touchdown on Pittsburgh, but it doesn't matter because they're about to lose. So until next time, man, y'all be safe, and we are out.
Peace.
Tougher than a Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rush gone. Been that nigga, what else you want? Power, powder, respect. I want that money and power and power. Money and powder and power. Money. Tougher than a Teflon. All the dope I stepped on. Real, get the rush gone. Been that nigga, what else you want?